How y'all doing out there? This is Black Enterprise, home of the Black Effect, and I'm gonna get into this message quickly. What are we doing out here as black men when we are having situations like when we're committing crimes where we're killing our own children? What is the problem? And I don't want to hear anything about what other races do. I don't care that they do it too, or we all know that that other races of men commit horrible crimes against women and against their children. But I'm speaking to black men. Where do you get off doing these things and mimicking the violence that's been done to you, mimicking the violence that you've seen? Like, usually when you talk to a lot of real decent men, if they've had, even if these black men hadn't had their father, what they'll tell you is they want to raise their sons and their children to have something that they've never had, to be like they, better than them. That's any man who's worth his salt. But you've had these numerous cases that's just recently popped up that, man, these are horror stories, and there's no excuse. There's no justification for this, man. I don't want to hurt. Like, mental illness is one thing, and yes, this is something that should be addressed, and something that America, the country, has had a hand in funding, promoting, and continuing with the black man's mental illness. America has had propaganda. They hadn't cared about the state of the black man's mental of his mind. They know that he's in dysfunction and things like that, and it's a direct cause of white supremacy and the things that's happened to him over here. The taking of his culture. It's A to B, man, and it hasn't gotten better. Now, where it comes in now in 2022, you can't blame the white man for this. The white man doesn't see right now, all of these things are on autopilot. The effects of white supremacy, these things are from the devil, though. It's from Satan himself. Because again, don't get it twisted. In the Caucasian race, you know what they do to kids. Come on now. In the Caucasian race, the women are the ones who have a hand in it too. So we not sitting here saying who's better. I'm not talking about that. And if you want to deflect from when I'm talking about these tragic situations of these kids getting killed, these women getting killed, and you want to deflect and be like, well, people do it too, and you black in the black community, bro, I'm against you, and you're not with us. If you are a woman who say, I don't need people do, man, you are an evil woman. Because most women, they don't want to hear none of that. Like, they just, you see women making videos saying that they need to leave black men, saying that they don't even need to deal with them no more, because that's how they just so afraid to be harmed by probability. Now, that's not true necessarily. That's a warped way of thinking. I'm not saying that that's a good, healthy, a truthful, healthy worldview, but still, the statistics are high, due to the mental illness factors. Now, spiritual and mental illness is a sickness that's universal around the world, and it afflicts most people around the world, because most people aren't saved or born again. They aren't. And that's the only way that a tiger can change his stripes, which is a human being becoming something that he's not. You know, or a human being becoming something greater, you know, than an animal, you know, or something than an animal greater than just the other ones. You know what I mean? Because human beings commit some horrible things. Like, you know, lions may do what they do. They may tear a gazelle apart when they hungry. They may fight for their territory, but they don't be backstabbing niggas. They don't cause mass genocide. They not out here, you know what I'm saying, experimenting on people and just looking at them. You know, human beings do that. You know, that brings me to these cases now that you have individually. These black men who committed these crimes should be thrown under the jail. Now, let me get into this. This may be a little longer than some of my regular videos because I really want to break this down with spiritual knowledge, with wisdom, and some gems of truth about these situations, from being a black man who endured a few eras of life, who've seen things happen quickly, who've seen the cycles of life for black men, and whom also, you know, have dealt with a lot of things, you know. So the Lord has brought me through that to be able to give this wisdom. That's why I speak. I don't just speak just because I have two lips, you know what I'm saying, a mouth. I don't speak because I have a tongue. I'm speaking because the Lord has put it on my heart to give these truths, because I've lived it. I've seen these things. Like, it's nothing new under the sun. You understand? In the 70s, you had men spazzing out, killing their women and killing their wives and things like that, you know. And I'm going to give you factors and understanding of what causes these things so you can avoid them, you know, because who's suffering is the children. These kids are suffering greatly, you know, and you can't say that these children, you know, it's your fault, because it's everybody's fault, you know, because the children didn't ask to be here. So once they're here, it's your responsibility to take care of them and, you know, make sure they have the things they need, and don't put them behind the 8 ball, like with some of these situations, man. Like with this situation with this young man who just killed himself, killed his girlfriend at his home, then kills himself. You know, why his little boy is in there eating pizza, you know, watching TV like it's just a regular day. You think he not gonna find out that that's what happened later down the line? You think, and you know what that's gonna do to him? Like, I already can, like, someone should get his grandparents. He's gonna need a lot of love and prayers. I'm praying for this little man. Send prayers up for this little man right here. You know, good God, man. Like, Lord, please just be with that young man. You know, and send your angel. Send his angel. Everyone has an appointed guardian angel, Lord. Send that angel, Lord, to comfort him and be with him and guide him, because this father, you speak of mental, like, he's everywhere. And, you know, this dude, he killed the child's mother, kills his baby mother, then sits in there and shoots at the cops, knows he's gonna kill himself, but then, knows he wants to die, but he wants the cops to do it. You know, he's shooting at the cops to try to commit suicide by cop. This is a lot of things that they put on, the tragedies that they put on the police. Don't try to make it seem like police officers are just all some racist KKK force. That's not true. A lot of y'all just, you know, y'all depend on the police for a lot. Y'all want them to be a mental health counselor. You want them to come execute you. You want them to, you know, while taking your kid out. This dude trying to talk about, just get my kid out. Like, he placing an order. Like, nigga, don't nobody want, even if you want to kill yourself, don't nobody want that on their conscience to have a murder, or not a murder, but have to kill somebody on their conscience. You know, you want to put that on their jacket, and niggas are come in here and execute you. I didn't sign up for that. These cops didn't sign up for that. A lot of these niggas scary, man. Like, when you thinking about shooting that woman, think about the consequences that come with it too, man. Think about that you gonna be in that situation, nigga, with your AK looking out the window or with your gun, you know what I'm saying? And the cops and the swarm of cops is finna come in there and either take you to jail or take you to hell or send you to hell. You know what I'm saying? Which one? Take you to jail, send you to hell. Take you to jail, send you to hell. This dude is in here praying. You know what I'm saying? Now he did the right thing by praying for his son. I ain't gonna lie. Hey man, maybe he had epiphany at that time, you know, but at the end of the day, bro, that don't matter. You gotta, you have to go, just forget the praying. You gotta go answer for your crimes, for your sins, bro. I want to see you dropping that gun and going to war with the cops. Go to war with the police. A lot of you niggas with the mental illnesses and shit, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you just go to war with the police? But I'm gonna tell you another thing too, you women. You women, like, stop getting with men and not vetting these men. I'm talking to the young women. That's why a lot of you older women need to stop just teaching girls to chase the bag. You need to teach young women to find righteous brothers to get them to gravitate to. Because women out here being unprotected leaves the children unprotected. The community is unprotected. Like, this not no matriarchy. You know what I'm saying? Quit trying to embrace that. At the end of the day, you need male leadership. You need men out here leading other men, strong men, not men who's at the breaking point, not niggas who at one drop of a hat, one chick, only thing, one woman say one thing, and then his whole mindset break. I'm gonna give you, these are weak men. These are demonized men. A lot of you women, y'all be seeing niggas who be in jail and y'all be commenting under they posts. Y'all looking at niggas under they posts, niggas cooking jail grilled cheese sandwiches. You know, nigga got an iron, he over there heating up some ramen noodles, and you all under they posts talking about, when you getting out, when you doing it. You know, a lot of y'all niggas got rap sheets. You know what I mean? Every rap sheet's as long as hell. What do you think? Who do you think you're getting with? Genetics. You reproduce with these men. You're not even doing your children a good service. That's why in the black community, man, the stock of people is diminished. Yeah, it's a lot. We have a lot of children. We have a lot of kids, but we not raising them. You know what I'm saying? By and large, they coming from people who are already broken. You need to heal yourself before you having these kids. You causing these kids a disservice. A lot of people talk, why the God, why he allowed the kids to be hurt and all this. Nah, why you allow it? You know what I'm saying? See, God already understand what's going on with this earth. It's a fallen world. He already told you that. You know what I mean? So you got to do better to try to not add on to the things that are bad on this earth. That come in turn with raising proper human beings that you create. You have this dude who was in Hillsborough County. You had some goofy dude, Tyrone Johnson, who was convicted of second-degree murder for shooting Stephanie Willis and her young son, Ricky, to death. And this was in October 2018 when he did that. And he's now just getting convicted. The thing is with this dude is on the day of the killings, 42-year-old Tyrone Terrell Johnson called 911, claiming he was being attacked by Willis. Deputies responded to the apartment and or to the Marinas Cove Court in Tampa. I don't know if that's apartment. Yes, apartment. And this was before 7 p.m. and found the victims inside the apartment. They found the woman dead, shot, and then the young boy, whom they say they found that this black man had to go and find the young boy and kill him. So this was like, it was the young boy hid after, the man was, this grown black man killed his mother and went to go kill him next, claiming that he was being attacked by the black woman. This man was claiming that he was being attacked by the woman and the kid. This is for the men. When you, bro, it don't matter how many, first of all, you need God in your life as a man, because you need proper leadership skills. You need proper coping mechanisms. And you need basically the overall guidance of the Holy Spirit within your life, so you don't react in improper manners, you can govern yourself in the proper way because you know and you always operate in truth and righteousness, man, to power. That gives you power. Your power is in the Lord. You have power you have true power as a man. You have standards about yourself. And when you carry yourself that way, you will deter any energy. Women won't even play with you. They won't even play, man. God himself will be in the midst, pretty much standing, you know what I'm saying, behind you with the flaming spear and shield and sword, basically letting people know, it's going, he's going before you, letting people know, like, don't play with this, man. This ain't the one. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we all human. Now, everybody had a breaking points. But again, if you were in that situation where a woman is trying to attack you or something like that, you know what? You in the position where you could be like, get out, woman. You in a position where you could tell her to get out, go about your way and don't return. If you do, then, you could tell her to get out. You know why? Because it's yours. You know what I'm saying? This come with another thing. Don't be no hobosexual. This ain't hobosexual town, man. All you niggas who hobosexuals, y'all don't have, niggas shouldn't be friends with y'all. I'm not empowering no hobosexual Negro. This is the problem with a lot of you niggas too, man. Look at who you keeping company with, bro, because it's a good reflection on you. You know what I'm saying? Your company reflect you. And if you a nigga who claim to have something going on and hanging around a bunch of deadbeat niggas who don't take care of their kids and stuff like that, that means you not a nigga who really gonna take care of your kids at the end of the day. Don't matter how much money you got. You gonna leave that broad. You not a loyal dude, bro. And the women should be pinpointing that. Women, birds of a feather flock together. So you're gonna have to start doing the due diligence to go seek out decent men. It killed me when I heard these swirlers and divestors. Y'all not ones to be given no knowledge, because y'all send these same women into the hands of men in other races who gonna just do them dirty and gonna leave them to be baby mamas. You understand? Because they not going about it the right way. You're not telling them to take accountability and seek counsel with the Lord and find themselves. Like Nicki Minaj give better advice than y'all. You know what I'm saying? Than them swirlers and divestors. At least she telling black women, you know what I'm saying, to focus on themselves, and but leave that get to the bad crap out of it. We ain't talking about focus on yourself and get to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Get to the spirit, man. Get to going back to being chaste women. Get to going back and being decent, honest women. Decent, soft. Take your power back as women, man. To work, and that will disarm a lot of these wicked men also and deter them from even trying to deal with you. Let these men get their mental illnesses and violence out on the streets, man. Let them kill each other. Because, and I'm talking about for the righteous brothers, we need to separate from all of them. If you got mental illnesses as a brother, man, right now, you need to come to the brothers. If I'm serious right now, if you going through something mentally ill, come to the Black Effect. Come holler at us, chop it up with me. I don't have no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Giving you some, cause I give you the truth, man. You really do need to holler at me, cause I'll point you into the direction of the Savior. The Savior. That's who helped me, bro. I didn't felt alone in a room full of people, friends, everything. I grew up. God blessed me with that, with everything men could want. You know what I'm saying? Intelligence, looks, having chicks, people like me. I was funny. Not necessarily a small guy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I was blessed with. And again, I still I felt like I had nothing at times, man. You know what I'm saying? Going through these and not knowing why. You going to the doctors and stuff, they telling you they don't know what's going on, but you damn near in a prison in your own mind. You understand? But God himself showed me that he isolated me to show me the truth, man. And I won't trade none of, and I've been living my best life since, man. I won't trade that for the world. I won't. You should, and for your pain when they on the Pac song, on that song that he came out with, I love that song, man. It's called Pain. Your pain, it runs deep. Shit, my pain. He said it runs deep. Share it with me. That was the intro of the song. He said, I couldn't help but notice your pain. And the dude said, my pain, it runs deep. Share it with me, is what he told him. That's why we should stand as the brothers, man. I always love that song because Tupac was telling you, he basically gave you he basically gave you the life of young black men. He said, it never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5, cocked on these niggas, time to die. Even as a youngster, causing ruckus all the back of the bus, I was a fool all through high school, kicking up dust. Man, I'm labeled as a troublemaker. Who can you blame? Smoking weed helped me take away the pain, so I'm hopeless. Rolling down the freeway, swerving. Don't worry, I'm about to crash up on the curb, cause my vision's blurry. So he's saying, and this is how a lot of niggas is riding around, smoking weed, trying to pacify their pain, riding up on the curbs. Niggas is drunk as hell. And this go all across the board for men all around the world, not just black men, but I'm talking about the black man's plight here. The black man since he's been here in America. Nigga say he rode up on the freeway swerve because his vision blurry. Maybe if they tried to understand me, what else could I do? I had to feed my effing family. What else could I do but be a thug? Out hanging with the homies. I was slanging with the homies, hanging with the phonies in the club. I got my mind on danger. I never been a stranger to homicide. My city's full of gangbangers, thugs, knuckleheads, goofballs, whores, and drive-bys. And I'm paraphrasing. That's really what Pac was saying. He was saying this years ago, 20, 30 years ago. Still going on today. And this adds to the mental illness. You know what I'm saying? But that don't give these men no excuse. You ain't see Pac doing no stupid shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have a seed. Cause he said, maybe, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have no kid because he was scared to curse it. But Pac said in that song, maybe if they tried to understand me, what else could I do? I had to feed my family. Like, dudes is rocking around in pain. Still just operating like, nothing happened. That's why I tell you, just because making money ain't nothing. Like, that's nothing. Don't look at people because they making some money and think that they got it all together and they happy. That's nothing. That's like just a process of things. Like, anybody can do it. You and everybody, money, like they say, money don't have no owners. It be flipping and switching. One business that's how the stock market rises and it falls. One business is gaining, the next one, loses. That's just how it works. So making money ain't nothing. When you see people, don't think that when you tell these women just to chase the bag, you leading them to death and destruction. Because now they no longer looking at the things that really matter. They don't know how to vet men anymore. Not properly. He said, what else could I do but be a thug? Out hanging with the homies, I was slanging with the homies, forget hanging with the phonies in the club. My mind on danger. You understand? Never been a stranger to homicide. My city's full of gangbangers and drive-bys. Why do we die at an early age? He was so young, still a victim of the 12 gauge. Dying at an early age, man. This man, you had a man who... He didn't want his child. He didn't want to be a father. I guess he didn't want another baby mama because this man already had children. This was a man in Tennessee. He tossed his 2-day-old daughter into the water off a boat ramp near the Mississippi River after he gunned down the mother. These type of demons need to be they need to bring back the death penalty quickly. Like, they trying the death penalty for the guy who I just mentioned, who chased down the boy and shot him. But they need to bring all of these people who killing kids and for this type of crime. That's warranted the death penalty. That's fair. Quit with these bleeding heart liberals. You got us paying for these men to be housed like it's in Club Fed. We ain't got time for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Get them up out of here. At the end of the day, that's only fair. They killed a child. That the years, they not gonna live enough years to equate that, to make up for that. You understand? Because because the child could have lived a lot longer than they would have. So it's like this man doesn't have, how could you do that? How could you take something that your seed, but I'm going to tell you, and you women, this is for you women, a lesson for you women. Y'all need to stop getting with these men and trying to force them to have kids that they don't want. If they don't want to be in the kid's life, don't even have the baby. Like if they don't want, I'm not saying have an abortion, but you should be protecting yourself. You shouldn't even be having children with these men. You need to be checking in the morning after pill. You women having these babies on purpose because you think it's going to keep this man around. And this man got multiple children and babies that he not a part of their life fully. He not a family man. Just because niggas got kids, y'all think they family men. You see a nigga taking his kid to the bounce house one day, or you see a kid today, they at Dave and Buster's one day. That nigga don't make him no good father. Damn, he ain't in his kid life 24/7. He don't stay with his baby. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no loyal dude. He ain't giving this woman that shit. He on child support. You understand? Like, you women gotta really look at what y'all doing. I know you and me and ain't nobody perfect, but if the man has, you have to look if he's how is he treating his baby mother? Is he in the kid's life, and do they have a good relationship? Now, if he got multiple baby mamas, hey man, you need to assess who you dealing with. But this man in Tennessee, he just killed his baby moms and his 2-year-old daughter. He grabbed the child and threw it off about a boat ramp near the Mississippi River. Can you imagine the horror of this child? This child is 2 days old. It didn't even come into the earth for this, man. If children, thank God for the nature of babies and things like that. I know they don't, because I know I don't even have any memories until I was like 5 years old. So, thank God for babies and the divine nature of them, because I think God just basically just took that kid back. He just basically took him back. Like, you too good for this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you serve your purpose, and I'm going to go ahead and take you back home. You didn't have to spend too much time on this hellhole. You didn't have to spend too much time around these demons, these people who wasn't finna show you no love for your life anyway. You was gonna have to be the one teaching them, for the mother, cause she didn't love you. She didn't love herself. And then for the father, what I'm saying, who definitely ain't know how to love no one. This man has basically embraced Satan. And what I say to these men, embrace Satan, man. When you get to the P's, you gonna have to be in solitary confinement, man. Because it's gonna be dudes after your head. It's gonna be, I guarantee you that. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Really, and I don't have no sympathy for you. It's gonna be niggas after your head, bro. It's gonna be cats for that dude who the man in Florida. They gonna have to they may as well give him the death penalty, because he gonna be sentenced to that pretty much in the slow death in jail. Niggas is it don't matter what race or creed, from the Aryan Brotherhood to the Brothers to the Wolves to the Hispanic gang in there to the all of them cats in there gonna be after these men. These should be the men that they that the jail's populace just pretty much gang up on and pretty much don't give no reprieve to. These cowards, because these niggas is cowards. They won't do nothing in the streets to no real men. Real men, they won't. To the dude who you saw, who I was saying, to the first man I mentioned in the beginning, who was on Facebook or on Instagram Live, that ain't nothing. When you doing that ain't nothing but a tactic of fear. When you get your ass off Instagram Live and stuff and go handle your business, click clack that shit. I want to hear multiple guns cocking. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear your ass talking in tongues to Satan. I don't even want to hear, why you praying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should have prayed. Prayer is very powerful and a preventive tool. You should have prayed before you shot the chick. Like, right when you in them domestic situations, brothers, and somebody is talking, put God in the middle of it. Just start praying out of the blue. Just grab your Bible. You got your phone in your hand. Instead of going to live, flip through some Bible verses and just randomly flip through them and start kicking the first verse that come to you. The first verse that you flip upon, that's going to be God speaking to you. God told the prophets and the disciples, he say, man, don't worry about what you're going to say when you go. When we expect the brothers, the righteous brothers expect oppression at every turn. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas, you know how people, even in your own community, they look at your kindness for weakness. They look, yeah, that's that Jesus talk. That's that righteous talk, man. He trying to tell me to do better. He trying to get me to do better. Oh, hell no. Heck no. That type of shit. Like, it's report, so they in turn try to do things to you behind your back, passive aggressive with you and stuff. So the Lord tell us, don't even worry about what you got to say when you put in front of these courts and judges. I'll let you know at the time. So for your brothers, man, when all of these, don't worry about it. But when the time comes, God will put it in your heart. That's why you need to stay in the word, stay prayed up at the time. Don't, because it seems to, bro, at these times, ain't nobody worried about your mental state. And that's all across the board. I deal with people. I talk to people every day. And this is white, Hispanic. They have mental illnesses and things like that. And people not even caring about it. You see on a 600-pound life, these people trying to sue the show for not caring about their mental state and not giving them mental care while they was on the show. People don't care, bro. That show don't care. They not there to keep you in a good mental state, man. Only God is here to, because psychiatrists don't even have a spiritual factor to understand what's going on. I don't even buy into a lot of these mental illnesses and things like that. You're being tormented by demons. Your mind, you know what I'm saying? You're not fueled on the right fuel. Your spirit is empowering your mind and body. You becoming further, you becoming more mentally ill by the day. Yes. And people try to pacify themselves. A lot of you women, y'all have the same I'm talking to black women. A lot of y'all have the same mental illnesses as these men. Y'all do. Y'all have the same ones. So, and you have stories of black women abusing these children every day. A lot of black women abuse these kids daily. They terrorize these children on a daily. And that's why these men were raised by women. Sure, the black father may have not been there, and he may be the genetic stock that he comes from, but the nurture never was there. Only thing that happened is it caused more mental and spiritual illness on that black boy. It caused more, and escaping and ducking responsibility is not going to help anyone. So the verdict that I've came to on this is that the responsibility held by the black man and black woman in the black community is equal. That's where the conclusion I came to. It's equal responsibility in the community and for the state that it's in right now. Yes, it's pretty much seen. It's cut and dry. We see it. It's equal responsibility. And for you women, again, when you dealing with a dude who not all there, mentally, spiritually, mentally, this dude, you see him not being a stable person, you don't need to poke him and antagonize him. Let me please tell you, please stop doing that. If you see this man and he not all there, or he not wrapped too tight, you see his you see those things, you see him unraveling like a mummy. You see that, that what you need to do is reach, first of all, tell him that yourself, and don't tell him. And the problem with a lot of you sisters, I'm telling you, let me give it. And this is not, but it's not just you, but this is like sisters have that mindset to where, shit, if you do something to me, shit, I'm gonna get back at you. I don't give a damn. You need to start learning how to talk to people Because if you still gonna reside there now, if you gonna tell a nigga that and then you gonna move out of the state and don't let him know where you at no more, okay. But some of the things you say and do, you shouldn't do them to people that you gonna see again. Especially these people. Because these dudes not wrapped too tight. And you cause them to, basically, you become the object of their hatred. And you have what these swirlers and divestors don't understand is that you can do that in any race of men. The catalyst is what? It's you. You're not the type of woman to use your God-given gifts. God give you the gifts to deter that type of energy within men. But when you you forfeit those gifts when you try to be on this, I'm a queen, I'm an independent, or you can't tell me nothing mentality. Like when you don't respect the man you get with, that's gonna cause that. You go, for you swirlers and divestors, you go get with you any race, and go get you a Caucasian man, for example, just any random guy, and start disrespecting him as a man. Unless you are under some arranged LGBT relationship, or this is a sugar baby situation, you know, where he basically, where some prostitution basically, this man is not going to allow you to talk to him or disrespect his manhood for too long. That's just something in me, and he's gonna leave. You're not gonna talk to him no more. But if he's one of those men who's not wrapped too tight, you're gonna get the same outcome from that group of men as you get from the unstable black men. It's gonna be the same outcome, and the catalyst is going to be you. You have to protect yourself as a woman, and it's your responsibility as a woman to protect your seed. You know, at all cost. A lot of these women, y'all, and we know that y'all not protecting y'all seed as black women a lot of times, because y'all too worried about the dude. Like that woman who had this baby and by this man, and knowing he didn't want it in Tennessee, she was trying to keep this man. If you look at him, this dude looked like the typical, dreadlocks and out, the typical rumble tumble nigga that these females are chasing. These the niggas that they see on the videos. The look, he got the look and everything, and this is who they chase. That's who they want. They don't look at nothing else. This dude, is he doing the thing that the rappers is doing? Is he, you know what I'm saying? And none of that is good. Like, that's not a good way to vet men. These women be bringing their babies to these situations where they knowing they finna argue with this dude. You see this all over the internet. Why you got your baby as a woman? I'm asking you as a woman. Forget what the man doing. I'm asking you as a woman. And this is how we finna start coming to y'all. Like, because the separation, the righteous brothers and sisters, we gonna start coming to y'all, you know what I'm saying, to ask and holding y'all to accountability. Everything be damned. Real talk. That's what needs to happen in the black community. Black people holding black people accountable. Quit trying to depend on the white man, and the cops and other groups of people to hold niggas accountable. You know what I'm saying? Chinese man in the corner store holding y'all niggas accountable. Hold yourself accountable, nigga. You need to start holding your own community accountable. And that's the problem that people have with these lame ass niggas who be running around here and act like they don't have no hand in nothing, and they just want to run from the black community. Y'all niggas just cowards, man. What you want to do is run and get away from, you don't want to do nothing to put yourself out there for nobody. You want to run to the white communities and things like that and think that it's safe. Get away from those niggers. That's who I considered like those to be the black Uncle Tom, man. You know what I'm saying? You run from the neighborhoods basically because you don't want to be harmed. That's basically what it is. You don't want to put yourself out there at any inconvenience. The protection that was built in these other communities, you want to run to that. You know what I mean? But why don't you just build the protection in your own community, man? And that just it don't take much, and it don't take you being some vigilante like looking like the Punisher and going out there with grenade launchers and shooting out, nigga. That's gonna land your ass in jail and dead. But what I'm saying is you go out there and you teach and police your own neighborhood. When you see things going on, you stamp on it, you stand on it right then and there. You understand? The cops is your backup. You understand? Like niggas, like, and other men in the community, other men and strong men in the community, righteous men. You need to be building that force. You need to be building that base. That's the men you should be around. You shouldn't be around kicking around no knucklehead niggas. Like I said, the company you keep is reflective on you, black man. So you need to be around productive, righteous brothers who God-fearing men who ready to step on something. You know, if niggas is in the community trying to terrorize the community, no, you're not gonna move over here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna, first of all, we gonna come to you and let you know what's going on. We ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? You need to get it together, man. We not up here selling no dope and none of that. Nope, no sir. Not out here thugging and bugging. Even you out here got some crackhead relatives. Don't bring them. You better get them some help. Don't bring them in this neighborhood. You know, and if not, you gonna be harassed by us, and you're gonna be harassed by the cops. The cops gonna be on your ass on a daily. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. And then we gonna get you up out of here with the owner of the house and things like that. Cause then we gonna start putting it on them. You feel me? Like that should be. We need to. It don't matter if you living in the inner city or what you claim to be the ghetto. You need to have your own housing association. The brothers need to have, and that's what we're creating now. Like brothers need to have the non-for-profits and groups and things for the youth, like more boys clubs, man. So that's where it comes in, and we're doing a lot more with the Black Enterprise, me and other entities that I'm linking up with. I want to do a lot more non-for-profits for the young black youth, for the brothers and the sisters, even for the young black women too. They need guidance too. They don't have, because again, they need to learn how to navigate and avoid these, because these situations can be avoided. For the women, they didn't have to end up dead. They can be avoided. But it's a sad situation, and the prayers go up for the families of these kids, for the children themselves who are still alive, for that young boy who had to sit there and hear his father basically just unravel right in front of him. You think like those things, that's mental horror, man, for a child. Sitting there with his little pizza and watching these cartoons, not knowing his father is just killed his mother and is right there trying to commit suicide by a cop. Man, it's a sad situation in the black community. We don't need any division. Like, we don't need more division. I'm tired of the division in the black community. Why don't you just have a unite under righteousness? That's what pisses me off. Because it's like you got the whole community want to be 1 foot in foolishness and 1 foot out. And that's go for everybody. Though, like Ringo be saying, even the women who trying to act like they with righteous brothers or shalom and all this, and they in the church. When women going to church, the women going to church and leaving out the church ain't learning nothing. They ain't changed their lifestyle at all. Some of these church women be worse than secular women. So we need to get it together, man. To return to the Most High is the only hope for the black community. Returning to Jesus Christ. I don't want to hear nothing else. Oh man, that Jesus stuff, man, that was the white man religion, bro. That's your religion that was given to the white man, to the Romans, that was returned to your black ass to help you get on the right track, because God already sent you out into the wilderness, man. You know what I'm saying? He already know what type of time you on. Men who operate like the men that I just said, these are the type of men who are operating in biblical times. These are the type of men who were operating before. They weren't listening to God. They didn't want to listen to him. And the black man is the first man on earth. This is Adam. And this man here don't want to listen to nothing. This man here is this wicked to where he'll grab his own baby, 2 days on the earth, and toss it into the water. Like, man, I don't want that. And I'm gonna end that on this, man. I'm serious, man. It's the strong inclination of detachment from black men. It stems from the mental illness. It does. It stems from, like, niggas will have sex with women that they don't have no interest in being with. Sex with women, niggas will have, black men will have sex with women that they don't have any love for. They don't care about this woman. My father always gave me a gem of life, and he was like, now, I know you're not perfect. I mean, I'm not going to even say you're not going to go out there and have no sex, but the one thing you want to do is don't ever lay down with a woman that you couldn't see yourself marrying. Don't even lay down with her. You got some niggas who will sleep with a crackhead. You got some niggas who as long as it's out there and it's easy, they'll take it. You know, if roaches started developing hips and thighs, just like they injected them with a serum, and then a roach, you know, a cockroach developed hips, thighs, and an ass, and it was a 3-foot cockroach, it would be a dude smashing it right now, and he would probably be black. You understand? That's how. Nah, don't come to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm at this point where I'm like Bodie from The Wire, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Fuck out of here, man. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. I don't want to hear none of you niggas talking about no more right now. With these tragic situations, these horror stories. Nigga, I just gave you some tales from the hood, nigga. Horror. And you niggas still want to sit there and talk, you a self-hater, man. Bitch, I ain't trying to be a part of, ain't none of this stuff a part of me. Ain't none of this dysfunction a part of my culture, or a part of the way I need to live my life. I don't embrace that. You niggas embrace dysfunction. That's not a part of me and black. Who told you niggas that? You the first person chosen of the races to lead all of to be here, and to have, God chose you to put to seed all of the races here. God chose the man, Adam, to name all the animals. God chose David to be the ancestor of Jesus, the forefather of Jesus Christ. God have a reverence and see something in the black man that you obviously don't see in yourself. And again, ain't no other race of people can come here and try to and say anything in this argument that's more powerful, because it's like, you don't understand. You'll never understand. You don't get it. And for the Caucasians, you had the hand in causing this, but it's not your fault. Trust me. Like, again, because this has been going on since biblical times with black people. But American slavery, Jim Crow, the withholding, the mental, the teachings of basically mental conditioning a group of people to think themselves inferior, to try to prop yourself up to make yourself feel better, or put yourself in a position of power, or to keep that group down, has caused these things. You understand? It's not too far removed, but it's not the only thing. Well, they've helped fuel the behaviors, the dysfunction, but that's not the only thing that's caused this, man. And there's no excuse. Like I said, there's a lot of other lack that stems from the lack of raising proper human beings, the lack of wanting to. It's a lot of other things, you know, that come into that, that's causing these things to happen. Yeah, because it's not just, things don't just happen just cause. You have to try to understand these things. And for you black men, man, you know, learn how to handle your emotions better. You know, if women is attacking you, you need to be able to leave. You need to have the ability to leave, or if you don't have it like that, don't deal with women. You know, if you don't know how to deal with them, don't have these children just because you want some coochie. You better go jack off, my nigga. I mean, they got porno all day. I don't advise watching them doing all that weird shit, but do whatever you need to do. That's better than you getting in these situations where you can't deal with these women. Nigga, get you one of them sex bots. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious. These sex bots and virtual reality and the metaverse stuff. Metaverse and sex bots is gonna cause sales to go through the roof, man. Because in these days, a lot of these relationships, man, people can't really deal with them. Like they not mentally equipped, and black people, unfortunately, like I said, due to a lot of things going on, just aren't mentally equipped to have relationships with anyone. Not divesting, not swirling, not flipping, not dipping, nothing. You need help. You need to heal yourself first. Go heal and then come back to the table. Because these situations, I don't want to see no more of these. These are hood of horror stories, man. So prayers and go up to the families for the children who still here. We need to do better, man. This is the Black Effect. I'm gone.